Hello everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. Oh my goodness, such a beautiful day today, wasn't it? Finally, at last. So in honor of our beautiful day, I have a spring themed card. But I did have it ready before today, so luckily the weather cooperated with my theme for tonight. But first, we will do the drawing for last week's snowflake cards. Glad snowflake season is over, aren't you? And the cold sure went on for quite a while this year. Okay, let's grab a lucky ticket out of here. And we have Amy. Well, congratulations, Amy. I have your 2 snowflake cards here for you. Okay, everyone, tonight we will be making this tulip card. And sadly, the Timeless Tulip stamp set is retiring May 2nd when our current annual catalog ends. It's available while supplies last. We're also using the tulip punch tonight, though the punch will carry over, just the stamp set is retiring. So for our card tonight, I use the polished pink cardstock and the black patterns, 2 different patterns. I thought we'd get a little wild and mix them tonight, and I really think that this check and the polka dots looks very good together. And again this week I'm using the Pattern Party DSP. This is the Hostess set of DSP, and the patterns are black and white on one side, and then the flip sides are all colors. And in addition to that, we will be using black and white Baker's Twine, and that is from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. And matte black dots. And also I cut this piece here with the rectangle stitched framelits, which still will be available in our new 2022 to 2023 catalog. So let's get started. I will put our Timeless Tulips photopolymer set off to the side. And I have all our supplies for the card here. I have a basic white envelope. Oh, that Whisper White still just wants to come out all the time. I have a basic white envelope I'll put off to the side. And I also have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white for the inside of the card. And, oh, I didn't show you the inside. All I did was just put a strip of DSP on the inside to coordinate with the front. And that is 4 by 7/8. And then here for the card, I have 2 pieces of DSP, and they are 4 by 3 7/8 and 4 by 1 1/2. And then I have a piece of scrap polished pink for our tulip here. And where, oh where is my rectangle? Give me a second, I'll be right back. I know I cut it out. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where it is, but I will quickly cut another one out. I am sorry for the holdup. I know I did die cut it today. So now you can see which one I used. I believe I used this one. Yes, I did. So I will be right back. Probably after I die cut this one, I'll find the missing one. It has to be someplace here in my not so tidy craft table. So look, see if I dropped it in the garbage. I did not. This is a real mystery. But I'm going to quickly cut one out and I'll be right back over. Okay, I even looked in the trash bin and I did not see the die cut. And I did use the wax paper because my cutting plates are in need of refreshment. So the wax paper is good to use when you have intricate die cuts, but it's also good if your cutting plates are kind of beat up. It will protect this whatever you're cutting so that you'll still have a nice smooth piece of cardstock to stamp on. And then you can't see in the camera, but you can see all the markings on the wax paper from going through my machine. Okay, now that I have everything, let's get started. Our polished pink is 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2. And this is a very easy card. I have always liked this tulip set, but I was at a shower the other day, and on the tables they had bases of pink tulips, and they just look so pretty. So that's where the inspiration for today's card came from. And what I did here, I just put a little bit of Tombow along here. I cut this a little larger than I actually needed it, just so that it would be the right size to fit on the card front. Normally I would have cut a piece of basic white and adhered this on top of it, but I figured why waste the extra sheet of paper. So, got a little too much there. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along there and then overlap this. And then just do a quick measurement, make sure I have the right size. Make it a little bit bigger. And there is my 5 1/4. And I wrapped the baker's twine around it. So what I did, I did the double bow with the black, but wrapping it around the DSP, I just used the white. And if I remember, I cut about a good 20 inches when I did it. And I just went around. Make sure I have enough on this side for my bow. So I just tied it in a knot here. And it's a little loose, so I will fix that after. And then I added a piece of the basic black, and I just knotted it around it and then tied the bow together. Just like that. And then I took the 2 tails and I made the bow. And then you can tidy your bow up afterwards, get it the loops the right size that you would like. And just pull them a little bit, and then you can fuss with them. I mean, a bow doesn't have to be perfect, right, Wendy? Who can make a perfect bow anyway? So just to fix this, since I knotted it a little loose, I'm going to tape the back, which I would have done anyway because I always use tear and tape on my ribbon and twine. I have it in the position I want there. So I'm just going to tape this so it's secure in the back. Today's easy card sure isn't going as well as the sample when I made it. Just secure it back in the back. And then I will tighten it on this side. And then you'll never know I didn't get it right to start with. You're probably saying, oh my goodness, what is she going to make tonight? It is a mess. Well, in the end, it will be fixed. Boy, sometimes difficult is easier than easy. And then I'll just take this off back here. Wasn't the plan, but we improvised. And now that I have it nice and tight, maybe I will try and make a neater bow for you. We'll get this card looking good when it's finished. Much easier to tie now. Okay, not bad, right? And then our stamping. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we are using Pear PIzzazz, Polished Pink, and Memento Tuxedo Black. So first the stem, and I'm going to be stamping off. I just wanted it to come up a little bit on the die cut. And you don't have to worry if you stamp it too high, because you just put the tulip over and it will cover it. What I really wanted was just to make sure it came up from the corner here. And then add just a little bit of a leaf. And then we can do the hello while we're at it also. Now I purposely just did hello because I wanted to have just a little something there on the card, but I didn't want to use any specific sentiment, so that you could use the card for a birthday, get well, just thinking of you, thank you. So I just thought the little hello on it was enough, and then you could write whatever you'd like on the inside. And now with the tulip, I stamped it on the cardstock just so it had just a little, you can't see it because it's tone on tone. It doesn't really pop at you, but it just gives it that little bit of dimension to the tulip. So you could very easily, and I've done it very often myself, just punch the tulip without stamping it. You could also stamp it in a darker tone so that you'll get a little more dimension looking at it, but I think the tone on tone is very pretty. And we will just punch this out, line it up. I mean, I am sad to see this stamp set retiring, but I am happy that the punch will be staying around with us. And we're just going to add this to the front of the card. And since we did glue these two pieces together, I will add just a small piece of tear and tape across the seam, just to make sure that stays. And then just Tombow on the rest. And just center it right here. And if you want, you could add a glue dot behind just to hold that in place. Do I have any on the table? Yes, I do. I actually didn't do it on the sample. I think I just forgot. But it didn't move very much anyway, but we'll just put a little glue dot behind there. And that just secures your bow in place. Just make sure you put the glue dot on after you're happy with your bow loops. And I used dimensionals to adhere this piece here. Dimensionals, here they are. And I cut some of the outside and added it because we don't want to waste, right? So I cut some of these strips too. So a good crafter knows to use everything. And then, just because I always like to use a lot of dimensionals, so I'll just add 2 more in the middle there. Because we don't want any sagging in the middle, right? I know, I've been told so many times I use too many dimensionals, but that's okay. And let's see, just and then the tulip itself is also adhered with dimensionals. And put a little one up there, and just a couple more, just because I like to use them. So I know a lot of you watching do have this set. Is there anyone here tonight that does not have this set? So see, if I put this at the top of the stem, it will be up there, but no problem. I'm just going to move it down a little bit. And then we're going to use a couple of the black matte dots, which will be carrying over into the new annual catalog. And now quickly for the inside, which is very easy. You could also stamp the tulips in here. You could put your sentiment, of course, but whoever is the winner of the drawing next week can use these pretty cards for whatever they would like. You could use it for Easter also, even though it has the black, but the bright pink, I think would make an nice Easter card as well. And as I said, birthday, hello, thank you. You can really use it for just about anything. And now we'll just cut our tails here. And last, we have the envelope, because I always do like a well-dressed envelope. And I just simply stamped the stem and the leaves, and then one of the smaller tulips from the set. So again, I'll be stamping off, this time a little more, because I don't want it coming up too high on the envelope. So you want to make sure you have room for an address if you mail it. And this time I did a little bit of leaf on both sides. And this one actually is partially off the envelope when I stamped it. the tulip. There are actually 3 size tulips in this stamp set. And that, my crafty friends, is tonight's card. If one is ready and has their die cut, it is a quick card to put together. Okay, everyone, so tell me what you think about tonight's card. Let me know if you have the stamp set or not. Just leave me a comment, say hello, and feel free to tell me. Hope you're better organized next week. So everyone, thank you for joining me. Remember, if there's anything you would like from the retiring list of the annual catalog, it is while supplies last, and quite a few items have already sold out. A lot of stamp sets, accessories, in color ink refills. So if there's something, don't keep waiting, because it is selling out fast. And I have gotten in my shipment of new catalogs. They will be going out to everyone very shortly. So I wish everyone a very crafty week, a happy Easter, a happy Passover, if you're celebrating either of those. If not, just a happy week. I will see you back here next Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Thanks, everyone. Bye.